September 25th, the new Fox Tuesday kicks off with New Girl's new season. Then welcome Ben and Kate.
Stay away from my sister before you find out what 6 years of Krav Maga feels like. Well, like year and a half plus like 4 years on and off I was traveling.
Followed by another all-new girl.
What am I looking at here?
Pure, unadulterated friendship.
And the Mindy Project.
Can't believe you're tattling.
Tattling is when a little girl does it, okay? When a hot woman does it, it's called whistleblowing.
The new Fox Tuesday, premiere September 25th on Fox.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's X Factor After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's X Factor After Show.
Hit it, JC. 1, 2, 3. It's the X Factor after show, after show. It's the X Factor after show, after show. It's the X Factor after show, after show. Yeah, Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on AfterBuzz TV.com.
All right, guys, my apologies to Nick Collins for doing that horrible beatbox, but that song can only mean one thing, and that is that Bing is for doing, and we're doing another after show on AfterBuzz TV. I'm JC, and this is The X Factor, Season 2, Episode 3. Now, tonight, it's kind of like X Factor meets Cops. Panda saves the day, and Simon is a bit of a germaphobe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you guys are watching us live on AfterBuzzTV.com, hello. But first, let's introduce our wonderful hosts, starting with the lovely lady to my right.
Hi, I'm Melissa Macedo.
Across the table.
Hey guys, I'm Michelle Macedo.
And I'm Mark E. Allen.
And of course, running the ones and twos. Who do we have back there tonight?
It's John.
Like, that's not Marissa.
Hi, John.
What's up, John? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Good.
Ready for we've got a great show tonight, guys. And before we get into, we like to start with a little recap from last week. But before we do, I want to let you guys know about iTunes. Because if you're not watching us live, please go on iTunes, subscribe, let us know you care, tell us what you think we should change, like me beatboxing, perhaps.
No, keep it. No.
But really, it was nice. It's super interactive.
Actually very talented.
All right. And we answer all your questions, and stay tuned for later on the show. We have something called Fan Factor, where we actually are in touch with our fans. Not literally, that'd be weird. But all right. So,
what about that? What about that?
You know, the only we can save the day is with maybe a little recap song from last week.
Let's do a recap.
Yeah, it sounds like it's true. The only way to save the day.
All right.
Let's do it. Me too.
Okay, every week we like to talk about, since we're on every Wednesday, and we don't get to talk about Thursday shows, so we give you a little 2-minute recap. John, 2 minutes on the clock. All right, so last week we started with this cute kid. His name was Johnny Maxwell.
He was good.
He was good.
Yes, he was.
But all the girls thought he was cute. Even Simon, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
A little bit. But he got the crowd going because he had his own song.
He did.
He did.
Yes.
Went a little something like, all these people, all these people, all these people, all these people, yeah.
He rocked the house, and like I said, everyone loved him. And once again, even Simon did. He had a milf of a mom, I gotta say. Had to put it out there.
Yep, thanks for that.
Hey, I think all these people would agree with me on that one.
Definitely. What else we have?
Well, we also had the hottie with the naughty body,
man.
Lexa Berman. The girl was like a dancer, but she was paired. She was paired with one of Mark's friends.
Yeah, Paige, who I'd met briefly this year.
Yeah,
Nice
and
girl.
she was proven she was kind of like the alpha female of the group, and ready to rock that stage. And did she? Not so much.
Not with the vocals. She looks smoking though.
Maybe she could be a dancer for Johnny.
I think like she could do it. You know, I'd rather have her dance for Johnny's music video rather than, you know, like all these people, all these people, all these people, all the other people on the show. Yeah.
Well, moving on to all the other people on the show, let's talk about someone that was just fabulous.
He was.
He was.
Yes.
Jason Brock.
Wow.
Guy had higher hair than Mark. If you're
That's
watching.
almost impossible.
Gravity defying.
But he was like kind of a cross of Adam Lambert meets Elton John.
That's spot on.
And Simon kind of thought he was going to be, oh God, another train wreck.
Yeah, he was dreaming big. He was just describing his whole concert.
He was big. Big personality. And when that voice opened, it was even bigger.
Yes.
Ooh,
Fantastic. Doing New York State of Mind by Billy Joel. Hit all the high notes. I mean, L.A. Reid even gave him a standing O.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was crazy.
It's just so impressive to me that he can just go up there and just do that in front of all these people, all these people, all these people, people on the show, yeah.
But you thought that he was the best? No. There was one girl left.
Yes.
Carly Rose, what is it, Son and Claire. 13.
Yes.
And now, there are some whisperings that maybe she has a little bit of Broadway in her. You may want to look that up yourself. But I do know one thing is that she rocked it. She was Feeling Good by Nina Simone. And everyone gave her a standing O.
Yeah. She had the coolest name, too, I think, out of everybody.
Carly Rose, Son and Claire?
Yeah.
She was probably better than...
Than who, JC?
I would say all these people, maybe?
All, like, in this room or, like, in...
Definitely.
So you're saying, like, out of everybody on X Factor, you're saying that she was the best out of... All these people, all these people, all these people on X Factor, yeah.
And that's our recap. Hopefully next week we'll be in tune. At least I will. All right, guys. All right, now that we got last week out of the way,
Yeah,
so
let's jump in.
What'd you guys think of this week?
Positivity.
Yeah, what'd you guys? It was a little bit of a different tone.
I would say it was a zoo.
A zoo.
So that's appropriate with one of their names.
Oh, that's
is what
Panda.
I'm trying to get at.
Oh, see.
Yes,
It's late. We're late night here at AfterBuzz. We're not catching up. But you know what? I think they took a page out of The Voice.
A page.
In what way?
Okay.
Out of the book, The Voice, right?
No, but see, The Voice is, they tend to do a lot of it's geared towards more of a positive reflection on their singers. And X Factor is either a train wreck or spectacular. And this week it seemed like it was like 80% spectacular. They didn't have our montage of bad. They had a short montage of bad.
Yeah. And they featured some, they featured some bad.
So overall, I think it was a very strong episode. You know, there were some people that stood out. And would you guys disagree?
No,
was it kind of weak?
No, I think it was strong throughout. Do you think that's something that they planned this week? Like, okay, we got to do what we got to do, or was this already edited and there's like, all right, this is episode 3, throw it on.
Okay,
you're the expert. I don't know.
You're making me sound like the conspiracy theorist guy.
Well, you got. I mean, in this day and age, you think you have to do that.
All right. No. Okay. Maybe they've been planning it. Okay. Fine. I get.
I think that they wanted to soften Simon's image. I think that they wanted to make him more like the strict, stuffy uncle.
Is that why he was sick?
Yes.
He was infected.
No, he had bronchitis.
He's infected. Oh, then what's he worried about her getting something? He has something.
Well, see what happened that first hour. If you guys didn't watch the episode at home and just come for the recap, which we hope you do, that actually the first hour there was no Simon. It was Louis Walsh. And he's the host. He's one of the judges on X Factor UK.
See, you know what I thought was weird about that? I didn't know who he was, and they never even explained it. They sounded alike.
Yeah, if we were just listening to the show, it would have been Simon.
Really? No, but
if we took another page out of The Voice and just heard their voices.
Another page out of The Voice. Okay. No, but they didn't even explain it, and it was just in and out. I wish they would have just told us, because Simon is the cornerstone of this whole show of Idol, X Factor. Basically, that's when we think of singing competitions, we think of Simon. and maybe Ryan, you know, but really he was gone the first hour. And this guy, he's great. He's actually responsible for Boyzone, Westlife. He's like a huge manager, so big UK groups. He's basically the Simon out in the UK. He's been with X Factor since day one.
Of the UK, like Simon's.
Well, you know.
Yeah, but like Simon here is like a big deal, but no one knows who he is here.
So for that first hour, you know, they jumped back and forth, you know, San Francisco, Austin, and they started with a little fiery spark plug named CC Frey.
Yeah.
And she was 20 and had a tattoo on her face. Kind of felt like Mike Tyson a little to me.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I would say that she was a little weird.
Yeah.
It was fake, yes.
You would say that.
But
I would say that too.
she chose Unchained Melody.
Yeah, which she didn't even sing very well, and I think she chose it because she was going to sing that high note. And then the judges stopped her before she sang
lead with that high note.
Oh, yeah.
I know. And then it was like weird, but then, you know, she sang Ain't No Other Man, and that was much more her range.
Because it was interesting because they had her paired up talking to that couple, like, hey, or not couple, it was just a duo.
Oh, right. That was so weird because we never saw them.
Yeah, so we're like, oh, she's like, what is her personality? Why is she just messing with these people? Obviously, it's for TV, whatever. But then she comes out and we're like, what kind of, is she like a nice person? Is she like, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Are we rooting for her?
Yeah.
I'm unsure. And then she sang that first song and it was like, I don't know. And then came out with the Christina Aguilera and blew the roof off the place.
Yeah.
You don't think she maybe planned that?
Planned what?
You know, because, okay, usually they'll meet up with associate producers along the way, and they're like, because they're, somehow at random they put a mic on her?
Well,
you know, she already had a mic on her. We're telling her story.
Conspiracy theorist.
I thought everybody had a mic on them.
Yeah. A $3,000 mic, apparently, as we learned.
Oh, which we'll talk about. Yes, because, we had a thief on tonight's show as well, D'Angelo Wallace. But with Cece, she, you know, I thought she might have planned it.
Oh, definitely. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think that when a judge just goes like this in a big stadium, the music, everyone sees it and the music just stops. Okay. And then they don't have like another song in their back pocket that, you know?
Well, yeah, because it's not like she's pressing play.
Right. I know.
And it was funny too how she's like, hit it.
Yeah,
right?
she's like
she has any control.
Run the track.
She had that like Simone Battle confidence to her from last season. She was very, very confident for being so young.
So would you say that she's like a mixture of someone? Like two people?
I would, a mixture
Simone.
of Christina Aguilera, maybe Simone.
I was going to say exactly, that's exactly what I was going to say.
That's a good merge.
What he's gonna
say.
Yeah.
That's a superstar right there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You know, I agree. I didn't know what to think of her. I didn't know if we liked her or not.
Yeah.
By the end of their song, though, I was like, okay.
Yeah,
yep,
she's good.
So
we'll see. We'll see.
But isn't it weird how they give some people a chance and some people are like, leave?
Well, that's all we see.
Yeah, that's true.
I think because she showed potential.
Yeah.
It's set up that way. It's a setup. I'm sorry. Call me jaded. Yeah. Come on, X Factor people, write to me. Chat roll. You guys, if you disagree, let us know for sure.
Did you think she like that second song was better than Britney Spears' "Happy Birthday"?
Really?
That was, it wasn't that bad. I was like, hey, Britney still got it. And
what'd you think? Did you like it? Did you like it, Melissa?
No. Wait, her Happy Birthday?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like Britney Spears.
Well, if Britney Spears...
It sounded like her.
Wasn't Britney Spears and she came on the show...
Well, that's what I was saying. I don't know if she... I love Britney. Don't get me wrong. But I think a lot of people who are very famous right now maybe wouldn't have like made it on a competition show like that.
All right. Well, you know, she's here now.
She's here now.
It's Britney, bitch. Okay.
Exactly.
Britney, bitch.
Let's move on to actually.
It's a JC, bitch.
No, to some Vino. Is it Vino Allen?
Yeah.
Vino Allen.
Allen, yes.
Was it Allen?
Yeah. It was Allen.
So him and I don't know if we have the same last name or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's spelled the same.
Yeah, it's spelled the same.
So it is. Mine. Yeah, it's just
you should say
pronunciation.
Allen.
Yeah.
You should go with that, Mark.
Yeah,
Mark Allen.
Write that down.
Got a little swag.
But then with the E, it's like that's like what did you just say? Allen.
Okay, but he was the first. On a serious note, he was the first heartwarming story, the one that made you probably shed a tear if you know.
JC shed a few tears.
Basically, JC's trying to say he cried.
Yeah.
I was born without tear ducts, so that cannot happen. But Vino was 39. He had a 15-year-old son, and boy's a little rough. He's had a tough life. No, he's had a really tough. I mean, his whole head was tattooed.
Yeah, his whole.
His whole.
Now, was that real?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
That was real. Unlike CeCe's.
Yeah, hers was like from like a cereal box.
Yeah.
But you could see when he sang his heart through his eyes.
Yeah,
Interesting.
He definitely, you could tell he was well practiced too. He said he played shows for the military and stuff like that. So I think it was a perfect song choice for him too. And it was very unexpected. And he had a cool tone. He had range, and like with a little bit of tweaking and stuff, he's going to be amazing.
It was great.
See, what I don't understand is, I know it's slanting towards more of a younger teen demographic, but when you find these people that have such resonance, have such richness to their voice because they've been scarred and they have a story to tell. Why don't we see more of these people? Because some of these other singers, there were this year. I mean, tonight's episode, there were a lot of older singers compared to last week.
I think that's like the two like highlights for singers or for these shows is because, if you have somebody with a rough life that you don't expect to be a great singer, that's amazing. Or if you see some young talent,
right,
then that's like. Everything in between is kind of like just mediocre after that.
Yeah, thinking about that, it kind of almost everyone either fit one of those two categories.
Yeah, now Michelle, it was either Michelle or Melissa said that he reminded you of a cross between Josh Krajic and Chris Renee.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I picked that. I was like, it was spot on.
It was actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
So I think he's going to be around. I think, Josh finished second last year, so come on.
Yeah, come on.
It's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible.
But for all the good, there has to be a little bad. And let's talk. Too bad, John, you don't have any Cops theme for us, like Bad Boys, because
Why don't you sing it for us, JC?
No, I gave up singing for Lent.
Beatbox from here on out.
Only beatboxing.
No, that's for Nick. Nick will be back next week. No, D'Angelo, 19, and the boy was talking up a storm.
Oh my God.
Overconfident for no reason.
Train wreck.
Do you think people like that are actually overconfident, or that they're just like insanely insecure?
The reason I think he's actually overconfident, or I think he's just not quite right up in the head.
A little slow.
Slow. Well, yeah. I think because when he walked off, he seemed like fine with it. The judges got up in the middle of his song and walked out.
I like how his cousin was backstage, like, oh, they just left him.
Yeah.
He's like, we got to give him an E for effort, though.
Yeah.
Okay, but now is X Factor fair for doing that? Like, literally, I almost think it's a waste of time.
I do too.
It is, but I think it's just we kind of expect that.
It's reality.
What's a waste of time?
It's almost like
that they even auditioned him.
Yes, I would put him on the show because honestly, it was like a 5-minute segment, and we could have someone else on. Someone that could make it further, that could actually be on the show. He ended up stealing the mic. The cops came after. He got arrested. He got thrown in jail. And he's like, I'm riding on the front seat, And he was talking about if he won the $5 million, he'd get a Ferrari.
I bet he would.
Because he's been through 3 auditions before this, to get to that stage. So it's almost like an infomercial. Like, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Like you expect that. You expect some craziness to happen. It's like, oh yeah, that's part of the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Like we'll talk about that.
My favorite part about that was as they were putting handcuffs on him, he was still singing.
Yeah.
But he was doing Drake that time.
That's how much he loves music. You know what? You guys got to give him an E for effort, though.
That's true.
I thought Drake was much better, actually. When he was getting arrested, he wasn't as pitchy. No, but all right. So I didn't want to give him a lot of time because I don't think he really deserves it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's move on to what the reason the show is about. Finding a superstar. And we may have one, I think, with Tate Stevens.
I agree.
37 years old. He works on the streets, like laying asphalt. Is that what it was?
Asphalt and concrete, he said.
And literally, he's a blue-collar America's going to love him.
Man.
Yeah.
Family man.
Funny, charismatic, and boy, this is what I was talking about. He reminds me of Scotty McCready from Idol.
Creary.
But he's got
like
that.
A Josh Grayson too. I don't know if you remember way back when Josh Grayson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a cross between those two. Oh. But actually, seriously, or like a Garth Brooks type. It was. I like how he still had like the tan line, like the raccoon look from working hard. And like you can tell like everything that he was on stage is exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And that's what's so cool about country music is you don't have to change your image, do this, do that. You can just go out there and be who you are. And from the very first note, he was just amazing. Singing Anything Goes.
Yeah, I never heard that song and I loved it. I don't know the original, but I thought he really brought something to it.
It's a new song. It's a newer song, maybe the last year or two.
And you notice actually when he was singing, they gave him like an angle that I don't think anyone else received on the show. And it was this over-the-shoulder shot. It was almost kind of like you're peeping through, like when they do like the Kenny Chesney concert. It's like that live concert. And you felt like you were at his show. I think he's going to, whether he wins it or not, he's going to get something out of this. Unless that's his go, remember everyone has a go-to song?
Right.
And unless his next song is atrocious, which I highly doubt, but he's going to have a life outside of Factor. He may not win it, but I think his career is signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, he made Britney Spears say, "Holy cow, yes!" So that's got to be good.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Britney is like actually the most readable person on the planet? Like, you can tell exactly what she's thinking. She doesn't even have to say anything. She's like, "I love them," like
or
that.
Or
she's like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not watching, Michelle is making
faces.
Yes,
Ugly faces.
No, they're like L.A. Reid's faces. It's like which of the two is going to have the crazier face this season. But you know what? Okay. Britney, last week everyone loved her because she was honest. She was she was brutally honest. This week, I think they edited her that way.
Yeah.
I think she has there's a chance of her possibly being the next Steven Tyler. And Steven Tyler used to come up with
You're
these.
beautiful.
Yes.
You're beautiful.
That's what she said most of the episode. She was repeating she was piggybacking off the other judges, what they would say, and you're just like, not really adding.
For a while, for about, I don't know how long it actually was, but I felt like the first hour, she didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
Like, she would just shake her head, or she would say yes or no, make a lot of faces. And Demi was talking a lot.
Yeah, Demi was kind of leading the whole show.
Remember, I think she's going to be the star, and Demi's going to be the little star of the group, She's the and actually, I know Simon actually said that the girls are going to do a duet now, but Britney hasn't agreed on it yet.
I think it's more now that we've been 3 episodes into the show. It seems more likely to happen now
because she's saying happy birthday. So we're like, she's back. She hasn't lost it. All right, we'll see. But let's move on to San Francisco. They jump back and forth between cities, San Francisco, and they started with Citizen. The group, remember Citizen?
Yes.
I think they'll get at least a deal out of like Clairol as Mark is popping his collar.
And his hair fits.
What do you think? What do you think? Should the collar up or down?
Down.
Well, I like it though. I like it.
You look like a douche.
But I like
I don't know if you've seen douches.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as Citizen being that bad, but
yeah, they have the.
And I thought they were going to be a train wreck.
Me too.
Did you really?
Because whenever they show a cocky person, they show them like failing, and you're like, yes. But they were really, I thought, all really good singers.
Melissa, you should be part of like the Roman Empire. You're like, I thought they were gonna be crapping. I'll be like, yes, throw them to the lions.
I don't want that, but they always do that on the show. They're like, oh, wow, she's so mean, and like, we're gonna make her suffer through this horrible audition.
Well, with singing En Vogue, come on, Don't Let Go, which is kind of like one of their anthems. Yeah. It was a train wreck waiting to happen, and they were good with a small G.
Yeah, they had potential because the thing I was happy about is they harmonized some towards the end, and the beginning was kind of iffy. They had their dance moves, very simple stuff. But I mean, for 5 guys to go up there and they handled it. They handled it well, especially after we saw all of the other groups that were in the MOB.
So are you gonna audition for that group or what?
Well, I am going to, yes. Once they,
you gotta pop your collar.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about it is, even when I was watching it, I thought this is really 90s. What's happening right now? And then I was like, Brittany will probably like this because it's really 90s, and she loved it. And then but like just because Brittany was so the big thing like during that time, and then Simon called it and said no.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You know, he did say it was like from 20 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little harsh. They're not a boy band, they're a man band. I think they're a little too old for being a boy band, but let's see what happens on their next song. Remember, they all have a go-to song. So I don't think they're going to go far. I really do not. Yeah. I just don't see it. But
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, but someone who I think is going to go very far, Diamond White.
Yeah, she was very good.
This girl was gorgeous. Looked like a model. Should be like an America's Next Top Model.
She's 13, JC.
No, but that's how they start them at that age. No, I'm just saying for the context of the show. Gosh, Melissa, drive a dead man crazy. No, but okay. She was reminiscent of Rachel Crow.
Yeah.
Living in what did she call it? Like a soapbox or something in her apartment. She lived in a tiny box apartment.
Is she from LA?
She's from LA.
Uh-huh.
So
some kind of apartment box.
Yeah,
well,
it's a box.
well, trust me, if you live in LA, that's about right. Just the way
the boxes
She lives in
that
my
they rent
neighborhood.
out. It's next door to Marky Alon's box.
She was. It was a breath of fresh air, just because we saw the one girl before, I think Adriana Lewis, that went up, and it was rough because she was 13, and we saw her fail, and it was like, it's just to get 4 no's so fast, and she came out crying, and then that even made Diamond like,
Yeah.
But I don't think Diamond was ever that worried.
Right.
If you make it that far and you have a voice like that and the confidence she has, just good thing she didn't sing Adele.
Well, and Simon warned her about that. Remember, because he thought she was going to sing Adele, and she did A Man's World, and she rocked it.
Yeah, I love that song.
I liked her deeper tone, like her lower register better. I thought she was a little shaky on the high for some reason.
She was a little bit, yes.
Now, is there anything that she could do with that, or is that maturity?
Yeah, she's got to get older.
She's just got to get older,
and it's breath support, because the higher you go, the more air you need, and a lot of people have their automatic instinct is to push and to be like, and then you hold your breath, and so and also practice.
I mean, I think I seriously, when she was singing it, I was like, in 4 years she'll be really good.
Yeah.
You know, because she's just 13. Come on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So could she run into a problem? Because here's the thing: in Idol, they'll tell you to come back next year.
Yeah.
And in X Factor, I don't know the rules.
Have they said that to anyone?
No. So I'm wondering if they take her on, and let's say she does make it far, but doesn't actually win it, and she's not eligible to come back the following year. Like in Idol, if you don't make it past the 24, right?
Yeah, something like that.
You can come back the final season in the following season.
Oh.
So see, if they bring her, if they push her along, and let's say she isn't ready, does that jeopardize her from moving from her little soapbox to a McMansion?
Well,
McMansion.
If anything, she'll have more of a platform to make her own music career.
Okay, maybe she. Okay, is she a cross between Astro and Rachel Crow?
Interesting.
But she was also, she definitely has a bright future, and I just like the fact that she's so happy and confident, and she's just like it's like a good soul, and she's got a big future.
Do you know that actually Sookie was Sookie was tweeting at the same time, "Don't judge a book by its cover." When I guess when Diamond was singing, so it tells you that like a lot of people are still tweeting about X Factor. It's seriously. You were gonna say something? I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, sorry.
Go
Okay.
ahead,
Anyway, no, but it's just like people are saying, because I guess The Voice is beating out the X Factor right now, ratings wise, but social media wise, it's getting 7 times the amount of tweets and Facebook comments than The Voice is. It's the most talked about show in the history of any show on TV. Last week, it broke a record.
Wow.
So literally, I know the numbers aren't right, but I think they're going to have a loyal fan base, and it's going to keep them there for quite a while.
I'll watch.
Mark's going to watch.
I think we're all going to watch, and hopefully you guys will too, but anyone else stand out off the top, like maybe like Allie Brooke, who she did like the religious, was it a religious song?
Yes, I believe it was.
It was Jackie Velasquez.
Yeah, On My Knees.
And
I don't know.
I thought. She almost was. It felt like a young Nicole Scherzinger. Yeah, but like
you
with
combine
the style
that with
and everything,
anyone,
too.
or
No,
is that
just like
her?
a young version?
Okay, just her.
But she was like, she had a cool falsetto that she showed at the end. It was interesting how she kept singing and singing and singing.
Yeah.
And then singing.
I know.
But she sang more.
Yeah.
Almost sang herself out of the audition.
I was like, oh,
have
no.
you guys ever done that? Because now, if you guys aren't watching, you guys are all experienced musicians, and have you ever had a call where you just, like, let's say when you were new or something, you just kept going, and you think to yourself, like, I should have stopped.
Right. I was in a movie, and I was in a rap battle, and it was in Detroit on 8 Mile, and I kept going after the beat stopped. And oh wait, that's not. That was
Shenanigans.
That was Eminem. That wasn't me. But
wow,
I won a rapping contest, legit though.
Did you?
Yeah.
You know you're setting yourself up there, Michelle.
No, I know, but I retired rapping.
Can
right
anybody
now.
beatbox here? Anybody?
I think I know one person
you know
that
what?
can.
Actually, Michelle, what we'll do next week, we're going to tease it for our fans, and please make sure to, on iTunes and YouTube.
I'm not going to do it unless someone requests something.
You said it yourself. So if Michelle asks if anyone requests, she's going to wrap it next week, possibly, or in the next few weeks, with Nick Collins, who's our other host. And with him.
Him beatbox?
What about you, JC?
Remember?
What about you?
Religious reasons, remember? I gave it up for Lent.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Didn't mean to
No, you gave up
on your
singing
religion.
for Lent.
Yeah, you can rap.
Not
My friend
rapping.
Mackay Pfeiffer can come in and do. You know,
Oh, wow. The name-dropping portion of the show. All right, guys. But let's move on to what we're here for, X Factor. All right, anyone, let's see. They had a montage of good.
They did. I called it an MOG, a montage of great.
Yes. Oh, montage.
Oh.
Mark, you're like a little ray of sunshine today.
Thesaurus.
No,
With a little bit of Citizen.
Yes, thank you.
Was it? Oh, who was Citizen?
That was my boy band.
The boy band.
That
I mean the.
You guys got me so confused right now because I was confusing them with Sister C.
Oh yeah,
the young Dixie Chicks.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dixie Chicks.
We took the same page out of the same book.
But okay, we're down to the final two, and these are the ones we have to talk about. With a name like Panda, really?
Yeah. But she waddles like.
She was awesome.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
She was really good.
But I was like, is that? At first, I was like, is that a nickname? Like that's really mean that they're all calling her that.
Right. No, that's her name.
But that's her actual name.
She had
someone gave that to her.
Yeah, an amazing story.
Yes.
Like her singing was better than her crazy, hilarious, funny, heartwarming story of her mom giving birth to her while she was in prison. And that was just crazy.
Wow. Yes.
But then she came out and we're like all hoping because she wore her single necklace.
Yeah.
And
Oh
she came
yeah,
out and she wanted Simon and he wanted her.
Oh yeah,
and
in the middle of the song, I haven't seen anyone that confident.
Simon does like the urban songstress,
and he could not stop smiling.
Yes.
No, but she was amazing. Like she had a great voice, a great tone.
She's America's
awesome.
Susan Boyle.
Interesting. What a thing to say.
I'm gonna say it for Susan Boyle doesn't look like a star. She never looked like a star. She was up there and people were like, who is this lady? It's train wreck. And at first Panda, you were like, oh gosh, this could be bad, this could be bad, this could be bad. But it represents all those moms who have kids at home that are maybe working 2 jobs, who are maybe even unemployed. They're just at home and they're so far from Hollywood and they're so far from that dream, but then they see Panda and they say, if she can do it, I can.
I'm sorry, that name.
Yeah, they just want to jump on the Panda Express and just go. But
God, guys.
No, but she like I hope she does really well in this. Just to show it is. If you got it, you got it.
That's what I mean. She's gonna get that demographic. She's gonna get Middle America.
Yeah.
Last year, I think X Factor was missing Middle America. They didn't have a lot of the people from Ohio, from
Where's
Nebraska.
she from?
She is from Carry the One jail. No, I
so bad.
I sincerely take that back,
From
Panda.
Texas.
Well, she was from Texas.
Yes, I don't remember where in Texas.
No, but
was she from Texas?
Jail.
Let us know, guys.
Well, they jumped, yeah, I think it was Austin, Texas.
Yeah. Well, it was just sad when stuff started coming up physically.
I didn't really
understand that.
I didn't understand.
She had pneumonia.
Okay. Yeah.
Before.
When the two of you guys were doing that, you reminded me of
a mix between
no mix of anyone of Jimmy Fallon's late night show when he has that skit L because you both went like L.
Yeah, it was effing gross, and she was like trying to be excited, and she was like she hugged Demi or whatever, and she was like, I can't breathe, because we all knew she was leaving in an ambulance.
Yeah,
we all knew that, so it was like,
waiting.
what's gonna happen? And then finally, someone was like, maybe, or whoever she came with was like, maybe you need some oxygen.
Yeah,
Michelle.
They gave her the breathing treatment, but the cool thing I loved about her is that even when she was in the ambulance, like she was still fun and like
don't
joking
let Simon
around.
see me.
Yeah, so it's like I just
gonna think I can't do
man.
it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? What if she makes it to boot camp? What if she makes it through? What if? I'm praying to God, Allah, Tom Cruise, whatever, that she makes it, because seriously, it's gonna pull in such a part of America that would not normally tune in.
Yes.
And I want that. You guys, we were cheering. I was cheering for her.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
Michelle wasn't.
too.
You have this
I was.
dark cloud in the center of your soul.
Oh, that got personal.
Just kidding.
But listen.
You have a soul?
We love you, Michelle.
It's definitely up for sale on eBay.
I love you.
And there's no one's bid on it yet. But actually, we got a shout out. I got a shout out this week, which I was really happy about. And so I have to do.
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's from last week's little impression, right?
Little impression. It's just something that I do.
That's her go-to over the hill.
Yeah.
King of the hill.
King of the hill.
Oh.
Tell you what.
Well, we do have one more.
We do?
Yes.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Jessica
From
Espinosa.
South. She's from
Espinosa.
South San Antonio.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a North or South San Antonio.
Me neither.
I'm
Me
learning.
neither, but she said it.
She kept saying it.
From the other side of the city walk, because I think that's what it is that they have that big city walk in San Antonio.
You would know,
Really?
right?
I'm from Albuquerque, so I kind of know.
yeah.
We're
Well,
very
that's what
similar.
she was saying too, that she didn't have much growing up, and that her and her family would go and sing to kind of try to make some money with holes in their shoes, and they've had a really rough life. That's one thing that, I mean, I'm sure she talked about a lot of other things, but they cut it up where it was just talking about how tragic her life has kind of been,
They're,
but
like,
how
begging for
strong,
money.
yeah, and how strong she is now, and kind of everything good in her life and everything bad she brings to it on stage, and you could feel that.
I thought it was so nice how her mom was singing along, and you could totally tell that she didn't know the cameras were on her, and for a second she was like, that camera's not filming me, right? Like, she got this look on her face, and she's like, no, I'm just gonna keep singing. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. That it's a good ending.
Yeah, literally, I was glad you guys didn't look my way.
Oh, little.
Yeah, I got a little.
misty
I did. She just really connected to me, and I felt like and she just really connected with the song.
I got like chills for sure.
Really did.
Yeah.
You felt like she was fighting.
Yeah.
This is her shot. Literally, a lot of these people are going to have a lot of chances, like the Lexa Bermans. Maybe not X Factor, maybe FHM or Maxim, but people like Jessica, in San Antonio, this is a fight for her life. That's the way she sees it.
Yeah.
And she's going to have that steel in her eyes, and
Yeah.
you root for her. And I saw you rooting for her, Melissa, and yeah, I saw you getting into it, so it's just like,
Why is Melissa standing up?
Why is she hooting like that?
but there's a sparkle in her, and she gave me goosebumps.
Yeah. At first I was like, oh, this one's gonna be cray cray, because she was like, I know what it's like to be hungry, and we all were like, instant thought. She was like, I mean, like, I know I'm a fatty, but like, she like said something like that.
Like,
Remember?
the dollar menu, yeah.
She said, "Oh yeah, but it's a dollar menu."
Yeah.
And in that case, like that was the best way to like save herself from after she said that, I guess. But so I thought like, oh no, she's gonna like go on about something.
You thought when she might get on stage, it might go
She might
wrong.
just like be crazy, or she could be either like a really tragic story and be really bad, and that's like, oh, that's sad.
And it's when she got the 4 yeses, and it was like what was it? Simon said,
I didn't like it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I bought that for Michelle. I was like, whoa.
You're a bitch. You just want me to have a dark soul over dark cloud over my soul.
Absolutely not. No, but she was awesome.
She
literally
was.
So
Good song choice.
You know
Great
what,
song.
though?
Yeah.
Sort of like total opposite of this. We all like comedy, right?
Yeah, just to be happy.
Yeah. I can't
Feeling
stop
down?
laughing.
It's in my
Yeah,
soul.
you know what? I just feel like this is such an intense, beautiful ending that there's something really cool happening next Tuesday, you guys, on
I feel like
Fox.
watching some
like
sitcoms or
some
something.
really good shows, okay? Like The New Girl. Do you like that show?
Yeah.
Love it.
Zoe
Yeah.
Deschanel.
First season.
Yeah, she's so good. And that is premiering next Tuesday, okay? And then this new comedy, Ben and Kate. Ben and Kate?
Plus A.
Not plus eight.
Not plus
minus eight. It's the new series that critics are calling one of the year's best new comedies.
Oh, yeah,
you
that
have to
looks
look at
funny.
that. Yeah, and it's right after New Girl. And then the Mindy Kaling project.
Oh,
is
I
right
wanna
after
see that.
I know. I've been wanting to see that forever.
Amazing.
told you guys to watch it last week. You have to watch it. Literally,
Wait,
the
did
two
it
of you.
start? When does it start?
It starts this Tuesday.
The 25th,
This Tuesday.
but I caught the pilot. You can
Oh.
I'll let you know after the show, or you can watch.
And you loved it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't think I was going to like it.
Yeah.
I really didn't. And then before the opening credits started, I loved the show.
Huh.
She, like I said, she lives her life through a romantic comedy, like most women do.
I don't know.
Yeah, I said it.
What a statement.
I said it.
Wow.
Interesting. I live my life like Girl Interrupted. I don't know if you've seen that movie. So, not exactly a romantic comedy, but an Oscar winner for sure.
Yeah.
So
but
you know it's good.
Yeah. I've been wanting to see that. So all of this, you guys, is next Tuesday, September 25th on Fox. It's The New Girl, Ben and Kate, -8. And the Mindy Kaling Project.
Ooh.
So catch it on next Tuesday.
Mindy, I got you, girl. I love it. Next Tuesday on Fox.
That's where I'll be.
All right, so let's move on to a little. Okay, before we go any further, I know we tried this fan factor last week where people can tweet us and all this, but we don't have any of our electronics really working in the room right now. So what I did was I read some of our iTunes comments, and I just want to do a quick shout out actually to our newest AfterBuzz super fan.
Cool.
And it's by Scion13, and she said basically, I subscribe to about 30 different shows, different podcasts, but over half of them are AfterBuzz. And she loves us, and she's never been a fan of like talk radio, but she says basically because of our shows, she's hooked. And she also wanted to let us know that the newest AfterBuzz member is only 3 weeks old. Her name is Georgia, and she's going to be listening to us from now on.
Wait, did someone here have a... This is her child.
Her child.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, Silent 13's child. So we do interact with you guys. We let you know. Hello to our newest little AfterBuzz.
AfterBuzzer.
AfterBuzzer.
Yay.
Georgia, welcome to
She'll be listening from the beginning.
Welcome to the team. So with that said, let's move on to a little quick of news and gossip. Yeah.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Timing is on right there.
All right, first up. Today on Ellen, L.A. Reid was on the show. And of course, Ellen brought out a nice little stack of like 12 underoos for him with the Ellen logo on it.
Nice.
Which, because
I love
L.A. Reid is all into what he wears and the dresses and how he dresses up. But he actually had some really interesting things to say about this season's X Factor. And the first one is basically to hand the check over to Carly Rose Soniclair.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. He went on Ellen and said that.
He said that. He said, and I quote, "We can stop the show now and give her the money."
Wow.
This is episode 3, so this is like kind of like breaking. We'll see if it stands up, but I mean, for him to say that,
that's
a very big statement
at this point. So, but here's another little interesting thing. It's not so much X Factor, but it's something about L.A. Reid's taste. You know, maybe you guys know this. You guys are musicians. Did you know that he had a chance to sign Lady Gaga?
No.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
And he didn't.
He met Lady Gaga, and he said, "You're going to change music." He literally said she was going to change the world with her music. And of course, he's a busy guy, and I guess 2 months elapsed, and when his assistant came up to him and he said, "I want you to listen to this demo." And it was Gaga's demo. And he said, and "This is disgusting, and you're disgusting. Get it away from me." And it was Gaga. And he said, literally one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my life. But he said, maybe it wasn't because maybe she wouldn't have been as great as she is if she would have worked with me.
I can tell you that I can already tell what the lie is in that story. And the lie is that he ever met her and said and knew you're going to change music, because guess what? He would have called her in if he thought, oh, she's going to change the world of music. I think that he is embarrassed that he didn't see it. Because that's his job.
Yeah, I think somebody else passed on her too. I forget who it was.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I don't think it was L.A. Reid. So yeah.
So it happens.
Surprised me.
It happens every day. It happens, especially in reality show competitions. Let's say Daughtry, Jennifer Hudson. You know the list. You know, what about Astro? We haven't heard from Astro yet. The little rapper guy who Jay-Z, everyone loved the guy.
Yeah.
Still yet to hear from him. Let's see what he's got. I'm telling you, you know. What is it? Someone's junk is the next person's treasure. So you never know. So even L.A. Reid makes a mistake. So hopefully won't this season with X Factor. And let's see what happens with Carly Rose.
Yeah.
Pretty bold prediction.
I know.
And that's it for news and gossip. Now, prediction. Well, you know what? We don't do predictions, right?
We can predict. Well, yeah, we can do.
We talk about who is our favorite.
Okay.
Who is our favorite for the evening?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Starting with Mr. Hair himself, Mr. Mark Allen.
Oh, me?
Yeah, who'd you like? Who's your favorite, man?
He was going to call you Javier or something.
Javier. Okay. Either way, thanks for the hair compliment.
Yeah, what kind of product do you use? That's really good.
I don't. It just just
Gravity.
does it. Gravity. Isn't that John Mayer?
Yeah.
And also Sarah Bareilles, but
Yes. So my favorite dude.
Do you need the Jeopardy music? We could.
No, I'm good. I got it.
We can ask John. Which one John liked?
My absolute
listen, let him
favorite
speak.
was Tate Stevens.
Citizen
Country.
Dead?
No. Tate Stevens, the country singer who came out there and like I got chills from the very beginning. Just was an amazing guy, had a great family, and then sang a great song and was perfect for the show. So I see him going very far.
I think, Melissa, what do you got? Who's your favorite?
I don't know.
I'll go to Michelle because I know Michelle's got it right on her hip pocket. She's like the Simon of our panel. She knows it.
I'm
she
an
knows
awful
music.
person. Yeah.
No.
Oh, thank you.
You know, Simon, that's a big misconception about Simon. Everyone thinks he's the bad guy, but he's the sweetest guy and has the best heart out of everyone, kind of like you. We know that.
Thanks. I just hide
Because
it.
at AfterBuzz, we care.
Yay. I think definitely D'Angelo Wallace.
You would say that. D'Angelo the Thief. Fantastic. Melissa, will you really pick up the slack?
Yeah, I'm going to say, God, you know what? I think Diamond White.
Ooh, Diamond.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't think anyone that went today is going to win.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Wow, that's bold.
You just changed the world with that prediction.
And they read things differently. Oh, that was last
Thursday. No, but it's interesting. Everyone picked a different singer.
Who did you pick?
I'm going representing my Latinas. I'm gonna go with Jessica.
Oh, Espinosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because we haven't had a lot of,
we haven't.
A lot of Latino singers on it. So, but it's great that we all pick someone different. So maybe that's.
So we'll see who's right.
You know, maybe D'Angelo would be back in the finale. Maybe he'll be paroled by then.
Maybe.
All right. So
or Panda will be back from the hospital.
Oh, Panda. Hey.
Don't sleep on her. She's.
Okay, we're gonna quit while we're behind. So, Michelle, where can they find you?
You guys can check me out at Macedo Music.
And Melissa, what about you?
At Melissa Macedo M and at Macedo Music.
Crossover, and I am Mark E. Allen on Twitter and all that stuff.
And you can find me at The Everyday Man. And you can find all of us at AfterBuzz TV. So for John, Mark, Michelle, Melissa, I'm JC. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.